But the allegations are that they created affidavits many months after, and then they backdated the affidavits to create the impression that those affidavits were deposed to on the 6th of January 2025 in relation to Mr. Adams's supplementary affidavits.
The Madlanga Commission has put an explosive allegation to the head of operations that important affidavits may have been created months later and backdated to make them appear authentic. But before reaching that allegation, the witness explained why he says he kept his distance from these investigations.
One does not seek to know its details, and there is a related principle of neutrality. I let the matter be, and I did not ask ID why she did not involve me. There was also a further, more recent consideration. On the 7th November 2025, I was kidnapped while driving home. I was assaulted and robbed. My attackers took my state-issued laptop, cell phones, and abandoned me near Rabridge in the early hours of the 8th November. I reported the matter to the police and received medical treatment. While I cannot say with certainty if this event is related to my work, however, there were two distinct occurrences during the robbery that makes me suspicious. First, the kidnappers demanded a firearm. When I told them I did not have one, they assaulted me so much as if they knew I should have one. Second, when they took all the gadgets, laptop, cell phone, tablets, Samsung watch, they asked for PIN numbers and passwords of all these gadgets. However, on the work laptop, they specifically demanded that I write the password on one of the kidnappers' phone, and they took the laptop to a house. They only did this with the laptop. This occurred against a backdrop of public allegations against IDEC and its leadership, and of threats directed at the unit following the CI arrest. That experience had affected how I...
The witness says this kidnapping changed how he approached his work and personal safety. He cannot confirm that the attack was connected to his duties, but he says the attacker's unusual interest in his work laptop made him suspicious. According to his testimony, that experience influenced his decision not to force himself into investigations from which he had been excluded.
I otherwise left the ID as the head of the unit and my supervisor to deal with these matters as she saw fit. I wish to make one matter clear. I do not say that there was no case to be investigated against CI officials. My concern is not with whether there was a case, but with the manner in which these matters were handled, and in particular with the departure from the established intake and investigation process. Even where there is a case to answer, it must be dealt with in accordance with the process, and where the process is not followed, the integrity of the outcome is placed at risk.
Before you go to the conclusion, did you play any part in IDEC's presentation before the ad hoc committee?
No, I did not, Commissioner.
Because when the former ID went there, she was not going there in an individual capacity. She was going there representing IDEC. So you are head of operations at IDEC. Did you not assist at all with the presentation?
Not at all.
Not at all. And then after the 6 July 2025 media conference by General Mkhwanazi, serious allegations were made against IDEC. I'm sure you are aware of that.
That's correct.
Did you not, as head of operations, look within to see if there's nothing wrong that IDEC did so that you can assist the ID if she needs to account to the nation or to Parliament?
There were meetings and discussions about those revelations by General Mkhwanazi. And in those meetings, they were dismissed as a counter to the investigations that had happened against the CI generals.
And then internally, Advocate Serunye raised two issues. One was the Section 27 referral affidavit was not there. The investigators did not have it. The prosecutors did not have it. So that was the one issue. The second issue was the two CI matters, the Mokwele matter and the Lushaba matter. There were no DDPPs who were leading those investigations. And he raised those issues as serious concerns. And as far as I understand, you were copied in that correspondence. Why did you not do anything? If he says the Section 27 is not there, it has not been provided. And secondly, these investigations were supposed to be led by DDPPs. They were being led by junior advocates at IDEC. Did you not say anything? Did you not intervene? Did you not raise these similar issues with the ID? Did you just let those things slide?
Chair, my recollection is that there were engagements about those issues, and with the ID, and with also Advocate Serunye. And the ID was not even happy about those things being raised, because, as I understood at the time, she felt that these matters were properly within IDEC, and I think she sort of took umbrage why those issues were raised. So in those meetings, I think the issue was, a decision has been taken, matter is authorized, it's going to proceed as she's directed.
And then the last one, in this commission, your investigators, Mr. Padiaki and Mr. Chief Perumal, have been accused of what on the face of it is serious misconduct that may well amount to fraud. The commission has not made findings one way or the other because we must hear all sides. But the allegations are that they created affidavits many months after, and then they backdated the affidavits to create the impression that those affidavits were deposed to on the 6th of January 2025 in relation to Mr. Adams's supplementary affidavits, and then in relation to the Section 27 affidavit. The allegation is that the affidavit that has been provided to the commission and the one that we as commissioners have been looking at was only created after October 2025, and it could not have existed in November 2024 when Mr. Adams made the referral to IDEC. Now you as head of operations and head of investigations, when you hear allegations like those, did you make inquiries internally to find out what the position is? And if the commission has been misled and has been provided fraudulent documents?
Chair, my recollection is I heard of these allegations when these matters were ventilated here at the commission. I think Mr. Rapesu would have indicated that he suspects there is something wrong that would have happened with the Section 27. And if I remember, his words was, but the truth will come out. So I remember speaking with Chief Perumal if he knows anything about this. And then he says, no, there's nothing like that. Everything, it's on board. And I took his word for it.
Lastly, and it's a question Chair asked, because you are the head of investigations, is it common, is it usual within IDEC